What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today is our first hypothesis testing dyno video at ASSC. We are running late, at least Matt and I are, and we are heading to ASSC now. Dan's already there with his car, and as you guys saw in actually you guys haven't seen it yet, you're gonna see it in this video, but we changed the mid-pipe on Dan's car from a catted stock mid-pipe to a off-road stainless Bassani X-pipe. So we're gonna see what kind of power gains that nets us today, because as you guys saw in the black Cobra video, that car made like 450, which is only 50 horsepower less than Dan's with less boost, no E85, but it did have an off-road mid-pipe. So we're kind of thinking that there's gonna be some power hidden in there because Dan's got a ported blower, more boost, and E85. So we think that there should be more than a 50 horsepower difference between the two. So today we're gonna test it. Alright guys, we just want to bring you a short video to compare the off-road H-pipe versus the stock catted H-pipe on Dan's slightly ported blower Eaton car. Now, in our testing, we did not really find any conclusive evidence that it's worth taking the cats, even the stock cats, all 4 of them, off the car. We picked up about 8 or 9 horsepower at the tire, a little bit of torque, but realistically that could have came from the lower intake air temps. I shouldn't say couldn't. More than likely it came from the lower intake air temp charges from running the GT500 heat exchanger with the fans. When we were comparing data logs from August of last year to June of this year, similar days that we were dynoing on, we had roughly a 30 to 35 degree decrease in air temps at the top of the 4th gear pull, and they were falling throughout the entire run rather than with the Afco heat exchanger where they would increase during the run. So the GT500 is kind of going to be the new setup that we're going to be pushing on all of our Cobras that come into Streetcar Shenanigans. Obviously they're a little bit more pricey, but it was really worth it to see that those charge temps were falling. We have been seeing a lot of guys roll racing these cars and destructing them at the very top, and that's because that temp charge just continues to rise. So anyway, picked up a little bit of horsepower going off-road. It does sound meaner, but if you are the type that wants to keep the car a little bit milder sounding, it's definitely not worth it. The car is way louder. We do like it. Typically we don't, but I think Dan's car does sound pretty good like this. But to know that it didn't really net us a whole lot of horsepower, I wouldn't be surprised to see a high flow cat setup getting put back on it, just to keep the sound down a little bit. Dan getting his tan on. Hey bud.
Hey. Hot. Finished mowing the lawn.
Nice. How'd that go?
Good? It was alright. Oh, you're recording.
Yeah. We don't have any wrap up from putting your car on the dyno.
Oh.
So I just finished making the video, but I didn't have any information about our thoughts on if it was worth it or not. Do you think the volume increase was worth it?
I don't know, I did kind of like how it sounded before. I think high flow cats would be best,
yeah,
to be honest. Yeah.
That's what I was just saying.
So.
I was saying I wouldn't be surprised.
Off-road's a little ridiculous.
It's a little loud.
Yeah.
The dyno video comparison from one to the next is like, you can hear only blower, and then you can't hear blower at all.
No?
On the next video, yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
So yesterday was a rough day here at Streetcar. We, pretty much anything that runs on gasoline and or diesel at my house failed. Lawnmower, my lawnmower tossed a rod out of it. The 6-liter does not run, does not start. All of a sudden, it's got probably a Fickum problem. So it's gonna be going to JDR, which is Jeff Freeze, my best friend. He's got his diesel repair shop up in Bassett, Wisconsin. So it's gonna be getting towed there today. And then pretty much everything else was, yeah, whatever. It wasn't a good day yesterday. So anyway, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys will get an update on all these builds. We have a couple big builds that we're going to be starting this week. We are just wrapped up one of the grudge cars that we were working on. You guys have not been able to see any of that. The owners asked us not to video any of it. So unfortunately, we've been busting our ass on that car for probably like the last 100 or so hours in the shop. And you guys won't be able to see really any of it. So hopefully we can get it on the dyno. Maybe we can get some video of it there. But anything I show you guys, I can't really tell you details. I gotta blur out the engine, and it's just not worth it. So we are going to move on to a couple projects that you will be kept in the loop on. A lot of Holley installs. We got a 91 notchback, a 66 vet that you guys saw. We finally got all the parts here for that, and we'll be working on those projects and bringing you up to date. So make sure you guys follow us on Facebook and Instagram. The links are down below in the description. And if you have any questions about any of the parts, obviously, that we use on the channel, just shoot us a message or email me, nick@streetcarshenanigans.com. Be happy to get you squared away on something. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Tires got pretty good. Look, it's